A new lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs by 3 male accusers, including a former employee, claims the music mogul raped them.
In a series of new lawsuits filed in New York State Court on Thursday, 3 men have accused Sean Diddy Combs of drugging and raping them. The allegations against the 55-year-old music mogul, entrepreneur, and founder of Bad Boy Records join a growing list of legal claims, as Combs also faces federal charges related to sex trafficking. The lawsuits, filed anonymously by the accusers under the names John Doe, detail disturbing incidents that allegedly occurred between 2019 and 2022. These claims add to the mounting pressure on Combs, who is already in federal custody awaiting trial for related charges. Thomas Giuffra, the attorney representing the 3 men, issued a strong statement condemning Combs' alleged actions. According to Giuffra, Combs used his wealth, influence, and power to exploit his victims, silencing them through threats and fear. Giuffra emphasized the significance of the lawsuits as a means for the victims to reclaim a sense of agency and dignity. He has stated that this is a long overdue opportunity for the victims to take the power back after carrying the burden of the assaults in silence for several years. While a lawsuit will not undo the wrongs done to them, it enables the survivors to regain the power and dignity that was stripped from them by Sean Combs. Combs' legal representatives have categorically denied the allegations, describing the lawsuits as baseless and malicious. In a statement released following the lawsuit's filing, Combs' attorneys wrote, "These complaints are full of lies. We will prove them false and seek sanctions against every unethical lawyer who filed fictional claims against him." Despite their strong denial, the lawsuits mark another dramatic chapter in the legal saga surrounding the once-celebrated mogul. The lawsuits describe 3 separate incidents of alleged sexual assault. Each accuser claims they were unwittingly drugged and then assaulted by Combs. The men are seeking jury trials and unspecified damages. One of the men alleges that in 2020, he met Combs at the Intercontinental Hotel in Times Square to discuss payments he was owed for his work as a longtime employee of Combs. The lawsuit claims that during the meeting, Combs served him a drink laced with an unknown drug. The man recalls losing consciousness shortly after consuming the drink and waking up to find himself being sexually assaulted by Combs. The second accuser states that he met Combs at a Manhattan nightclub in 2019. After a night of socializing, he was invited to an after-party at Combs' suite at the Park Hyatt Hotel. According to the lawsuit, the man was served a drugged drink at the party, rendering him incapacitated. Despite his efforts to resist, the drug's effects left him unconscious. The lawsuit further alleges that the assault was recorded and the man was handed $2,500 by another individual present in the suite after the attack. This payment, the accuser claims, was meant to silence him. The third lawsuit describes an incident during the summer of 2020 at a party held at Combs' East Hampton mansion. The accuser alleges that he was drugged and raped by Combs and associates from his record label. The details in the lawsuit paint a grim picture of an environment where Combs allegedly orchestrated the assault with the assistance of others. These lawsuits come as Combs also faces federal charges of sex trafficking. Prosecutors in the federal case have accused him of a long history of coercing and abusing women, facilitated by a network of employees and associates. According to court documents, these individuals helped organize and participate in what were described as freak-offs, elaborate, drug-fueled sexual events involving male sex workers and other participants. The indictment alleges that Combs used these gatherings to exploit victims sexually and then silence them through violence and blackmail. Specific allegations include instances of kidnapping, arson, and physical beatings to intimidate and control victims. Combs has pleaded not guilty to the federal charges, but he remains in custody in a federal jail in Brooklyn. His repeated attempts to secure bail have been denied, with judges citing concerns about the seriousness of the charges and the potential risk of witness tampering or flight. The allegations in the lawsuits follow a consistent pattern, echoing claims made by other accusers in recent years. The new lawsuits highlight a recurring modus operandi involving drugged drinks, incapacitation, and subsequent sexual assault. This pattern of alleged behavior has drawn comparisons to other high-profile cases involving powerful men accused of using their status to exploit and silence victims. Critics of Combs have pointed to a culture of impunity, often associated with influential figures in the entertainment industry. They argue that the combination of immense wealth, fame, and access to resources can create an environment where predators operate unchecked. In Combs's case, the lawsuits suggest that his status as a music mogul allowed him to manipulate and control his victims while evading accountability. Combs' legal team has aggressively defended him against the accusations. In addition to denying the claims, his attorneys have vowed to take legal action against what they describe as unethical practices by the plaintiff's lawyers. The defense's strategy appears to focus on questioning the accusers and challenging the validity of their claims in court. While some fans and industry insiders have expressed disbelief and support for Combs, others have called for accountability and justice for the alleged victims. Additionally, it has been alleged that Combs's associates, including other high-profile figures such as Jay-Z and individuals within the music industry, may have been complicit in or directly involved in some of these incidents. These claims, if substantiated, could broaden the scope of the investigation and bring additional scrutiny to the culture of silence and complicity within the entertainment business. Adding to the mounting allegations, John Doe, a former bodyguard for Sean "Diddy" Combs, has publicly accused both Diddy and Jay-Z of involvement in similar illicit activities.
Diddy and myself went to a Nets game and we met Jay-Z. I've never been a Jay-Z fan, like some of his music, the whole 9 yards. But when we went over to the, I think that was Prudential Center in Newark, and him and Puff met up, it was strange to me. Because I remember what Puff was trying to do.
Doe has claimed in interviews that both men used their influence and status in the music industry to engage in exploitative behavior, suggesting a broader network of abuse and complicity. According to Doe, he witnessed troubling events and patterns during his time working with Combs, which he has since spoken about in an effort to shed light on the darker aspects of the industry. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. See you again. Bye.